All right, so you're rolling around in your Jeep. Now this is a 2018, and you go to turn the air on, and well, all you got is hot air. Which, yeah, you know, wintertime it's great. Summertime it sucks. Today we have a little project we have to do, which, you know, a 2018 with 150,000. Well, things are going to break. So today we get to put in a new pump. So we've had the system taken down and it's been evacuated and all the good stuff. So we get to dig down in, pull that pump out. I'm sure that's going to be fun. Let's dig in. This fat boy needs some air. All right, so let's see how I can show you this here. So slowly just digging our way in, and it's a dig. So you get a plug here, pointing with the pliers. So that plug there, you do the little red tab, get that off. You get a plug in the back. You get a couple lines here, and then hopefully it comes off. Now, of course, you got to undo the belt. Tensioner is right there. And remember, just a little pressure on that, it'll collapse. It's got a hydraulic cylinder on it that will let you do it. So let's get in there and get all that out. So there's that one. The other one is going to be the fun one. Alright, let's get these two lines off here first. Alright, so it looks like it's 13 millimeter. Where it'd be good to have one of those retainer style sockets. So if you don't have a retaining socket, a little piece of tape, piece of tape, it's almost as good. I'm probably going to cover these just so they don't suck up a lot of moisture. Alright, so this might be overkill, but and that's something else. If you guys are looking for lights, I found these easy red lights. They work great. I've tried a few others. I bought a Mac tool one. It kind of sucks. And these are about 50 bucks. I buy them from a place called Val Tool. And if you like socks, they got socks too. You get one with every light. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to get this in. And with the Val Tool thing, it's any order you get a pair of socks, kind of like the socks. So, okay. All right, let me get a little screwdriver here. Okay, there we go. All right, couldn't show you undoing that clip because, well, the big old mitts. So now I gotta undo this pump. And if you have to, if you've never changed, it's hot out here. If you've never changed the serpentine belt, now's the time to do it. And I'll leave a link at the end of the video on how to change that. But if you're gonna do this, go through all this, it isn't much work. Just change this belt while you're here. So I'm gonna drop these two screws here and here. This pump will come out, and we're just gonna put it back in. Okay, so if you remove just the one bolt, that should allow you to swing this out of the way, and that will let you get your driver in here to collapse that tensioner to get the belt off. So just take one off, but if you're going to change the belt, that's got to come out. All right, so it's kind of tight in here, so something you might have to do, I need something to point with here. So the bolts I have to get to, let's see if I can point them out here. So there's one, and behind it is the other. And it looks like it's fairly open in there, but these don't fit in there well. So I'm going to drop the track bar in order to make room, and then the bolts are all right up in there. And then if your vehicle shifts at all during all this, I'll show you how to put it back in place fairly easily. Okay, there we go. Now I think, yeah, get right up in there. So this is like a stud. It takes that star-shaped, I think it's like an e-torque, you gotta pull that. And then, I mean, if the rest of the vehicle wasn't in its way, it'd be real easy, but you'll never get around that motor mount. Motor mount wasn't there, yeah, it'd be great for assembly. Alright, it's hard to show this. This thing to do is I've eaten this thing. Well, maybe it's got to go up. Let's see here. Okay, there's the last bolt. Okay, so I'm hung up on this bolt in the back. There we go. Here's the other bolt. Okay. So there's the compressor. Alright, so I know that this back bolt, it's going to have to go in with it. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape on that so that as I try to fish it, it stays in place. Alright, we got that thing in there, and if you can do this with two guys, that's a big plus. If you can have someone help hold it up from the bottom and put that top bolt in first before you go for these, that's a big plus. So before we put the track bar back in, we're going to get this belt back on just in case I got to do anything else. And then we'll start putting this dude back together. Now once again, if you've never changed this belt, now is your time. Otherwise, most of this work, other than the track bar, you're going to redo. There we go. Wait for it. There we go. So that's it. Put a wrench on it just to get you a little bit more leverage so you can hold it while you're getting the belt on. So you guys take it slow because it takes a second to collapse. Alright, let's go get everything below back on. We got some new seals to put on the hoses, and we'll get everything below first and then work our way back up. Hopefully I don't have to ratchet anything around to get this back in. I looked it up, it's 110 foot-pounds. So we'll torque this dude in. $110. All right. All right, let's go back up top. Okay, so it's gonna be a little hard to show you, so I'll just tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take and put a little dielectric grease, just a little bit on the connections, and then we'll get the new line, we'll get the lines on and new O-rings. Okay, once you get everything plugged back in, you got to take off these two caps, came in from the factory. So we'll get those, then I'll show you the seals we're going to put on. I'd record all this for you, but here's what you'll see. Alright, so I bought some seals. Now, are these seals bad? I don't know. But they're 150,000 miles old. 8 years old. So we're just going to replace these real quick. So it's just this seal on a washer, as I say it. Get this little kit from Murray. Put just a little bit of O-ring grease on these. I'm not a refrigerant guy, but I don't think it'd be good to put just any type of grease on them, so we're going this route. So there's the large one, and there goes the cap for the grease. And I'll show you where these hoses will just slide in, because these aren't like, if you've if you've done older style AC units, it ain't like those. Put a little of this O-ring grease on it. Alright, so let me show you where these will go. So once you take those fittings off, you'll have those two bores there where those two studs are. Those will slide down in there and just tighten up. I'm not sure of torque settings yet. Definitely need to invest instead of those retaining sockets. Those would be nice right about now. All right, then you gotta drop the sockets. All right, it's hot. Sunny, it's hot. Fat boy's got sweat. Let's get the rest of this together and we'll fire up and just make sure it's running okay. All right, hot. AI says 25 or 23 foot-pounds. Seems like a lot, but it was okay. All right, then just get everything back together. I didn't think you need me to show you how to get it all back together. I've showed that in several videos now. But get it all back together. Now's a good time to change that air filter. It doesn't happen very often, so but oh, I got crap everywhere. Tire about ready to kill me. Stuff like the compressor. I mean, the big thing there is just find a place that'll draw the system down, and then when you undo the caps for the first time off of even the new pump, it's going to have a little, they're pressurized like a couple psi. Replace those O-rings, and then just schedule an appointment to go back up and have it, you know, can't speak. Have it drawn back down, draw a good vacuum on it. They can put any oils back in it, new fluid, new refrigerant, not fluid, and you'll be right back to new. But stuff like that, you can save thousands doing that yourself. So a new pump, depending on what kind of discount you get, $300 to $500 somewhere. You can have it drawn down and recharged for $3 to $4. If you take this in, the quotes I got was around 16. Not saying it's not worth it. I think a shop's worth getting paid what they're worth. But if you can grab some wrenches, didn't take many tools, you get two people to help you, that'll be a plus. The local shops are worth every penny they get. So if you need to have them do it, have them do it. There's no shame in that game. But if you can do it, save thousands, and that way you can spend it on other things that are just eating up the cash. So anyway, get out there, work in the garage, do some wrenching, build something, do some of this work yourself. You'll save a lot of money for other things. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you here in the next video. So just go back through and put everything back together. I think you need to watch me put the air box and everything in, change filter, right, if you're doing all this.